Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you once again for tuning in and for joining Controversy 7 Ministry. Now, on this podcast today, I want to play for all of you a very crucial video, and this is very important information. I certainly wouldn't want to keep this to myself. You need to warn your brothers and sisters, you need to warn your family, you need to warn your friends, you need to warn everybody on your social media platform based upon the message that I'm going to share with you. That's how urgent it is. And I will be also taking this video and I'm actually going to upload it onto my main channel, my big channel, should I say, as well, because this is how urgent and important this information is. This has to do with the speech that President Trump has made while addressing the United Nations. So one thing I'm going to address and point out to all of you is the following. I noticed that there's a move to not take President Trump seriously. And I'm going to warn and caution all of you. Do not take Trump lightly. Take everything he says very serious. I get it. A lot of people are saying, well, the whole world is laughing at America. We have become a joke and blah, blah, blah. No one takes us serious. You better take Trump serious. Don't play with Trump. Don't take him as a joke. He is not a joke. Don't treat him like you treated Biden. No. Trump and Biden, two separate people. Trump and Obama, two separate people. Take Trump very seriously. Why? Well, let me first go ahead and roll the clip for you. I want you to listen to the words that he says. And after that, we're going to break this down and you're going to know exactly why you need to be concerned about what he just said here. Let's go ahead and play the clip. Let me pull it up here.
Our message is very simple. If you come illegally into the United States, you're going to jail or you're going back to where you came from, or perhaps even further than that. You know what that means?
Okay, you hear that message? Again, this is what I'm quoting now. I have the text of what he said. It's here. It says, and I quote, "Our message is very simple. If you come illegally into the United States, you're going to jail, number one, or you're going back to where you came from, number two, or perhaps even further than that." Then he pauses and he says, "You know what that means." And he stops right there. So what do you think he means by this? This is how scary this is, friends. Okay, so for some of you who might basically hear this and then you're still gonna think this is not to be taken seriously, think about it. You think Trump is playing? Of all the presidents that came in and sat at the office there, who was the one that was serious about putting National Guard troops right on their first term to help the police to fight crime at the same time? You don't think that Trump is setting himself up and setting the stage for something much greater? Fighting crime, quote unquote, is the excuse. It is the excuse to put the National Guard on the streets. So that now you've got the National Guard, which is another extension of the US military. Now they are working with the law enforcement agencies when disaster happens. Who's going to be increasing their presence? The police? No. It's going to be the National Guard. Trump putting the troops on the ground should be a signal to you that things are going to change now very quickly. Trump already made a mention, he made a statement that they need Greenland for the sake of US national security. Tell me if that is something to be played with. Trump said that he also was looking at annexing Canada. You think he's playing? Well, Trump also made statements about how he is going to tariff everybody. Did he play around? No. He initiated tariff wars, trade wars with everybody. Was that to be taken lightly? No. Is that somebody whom you should take as a joke? Absolutely not. Whatever his administration says that they're going to be doing, I think you should take it seriously. Bible prophecy is unfolding. Friends, there is no other world kingdom to come to rule after Trump. After America. America is the last powerful world empire or world kingdom to rule. And the fact that Trump is trying to point back to a church and state, to go back to the state of how it was with the Holy Roman Empire, America is shapeshifting even as Rome shapeshifted. And Trump will be the champion of Protestant America, and he is going to unite Protestant America with the state, and therefore he will be the head of Protestant America, and he will also be the head of the state. This is where we're heading. This is exactly just like how the papacy is. It is both a political and religio power. Political, religio power. You see what I'm saying? Now, prophetically speaking, I believe we're the last generation. We are absolutely the last generation. Friends, I don't think we should be taking this lightly. I want you to think about what it means when he says even further than that. He didn't censor jail. He didn't censor deportation. He censored even further, which could insinuate death sentence. This is something that I believe, based upon what I'm reading, death could also come out of it. Think about it. Alligator Alcatraz? Internment camps surrounded by alligator infested waters, so the only way for you to escape is to swim through an entire swampy water full of alligators. How far are you gonna get? Good luck. And remember that Trump did want to have Alcatraz renovated, right? He wants to bring back those prisons, and he's getting the places ready for people, because he's getting ready to execute stringent measures. That's where the world is going. We need to encourage one another. We need to be stepping up. We need to be making life changes, friends. We need to change our lifestyles. We need to change our spiritual habits. We need to turn from carnal ways to spiritual ways. Our ways of the world need to change, and our carnal ways need to die. Only the ways of the Lord Jesus Christ must be the one that is found remaining in us. Friends, turn away from sin. And thine ears shall hear a word behind thee, saying, This is the way, walk ye in it. When ye shall turn to the right hand, and when ye shall turn to the left. Ye shall defile also the covering of thy graven images of silver, and the ornaments of thy molten images of gold. Thou shalt cast them away as a menstruous cloth. Thou shalt say unto it, Get thee hence.